My definition of bitch, in a degrading sense, it is somebody who, I would say a bitch is an unpleasant female, or it's a derogatory term to describe females who are unpleasant.
A bitch, I think I would define that as a girl who is rude and inconsiderate of other people.
My definition of the word bitch is probably someone who is doing something to make me mad, I guess. Like someone who is rude.
Do I like to be called a bitch? Not really, but if someone's just joking around, it's not that big of a deal.
I personally don't like to be called a bitch. I think that it's a degrading term towards women and should not be used.
I guess it depends on the situation. If someone's being serious calling me a bitch, then I'd be mad. But if one of my friends says it and they're kidding around, then I wouldn't mind. I probably say the word bitch more than I should. Probably, like, I don't really know the number, but more than I should.
I don't say the word bitch very often. Maybe 1 or 2 times a week.
How many times do I use the word bitch daily? Probably a lot. I don't know an exact amount.
Yeah, quite often.
If the girl deserves the criteria, I don't think any girl deserves the criteria to be called any of these degrading terms.
If she fits the criteria, I don't think she deserves to be called that, but she probably will get called that.
If the girl fits the criteria, I probably would call her a bitch, but that doesn't really mean she deserves to be called that.
Never in a serious context. Only in a joking context. Very rarely do I ever call my female friends bitches.
I do call my female friends bitches from time to time, but only joking.
No, I do not call my female friends bitches. And well, sometimes I do if I'm kidding around, but I never really call them a bitch being serious.
If my guy friend called me a bitch, I'd probably be upset, because that would bother me.
If a guy called me a bitch and was being serious, I'd be really mad, because it's disrespectful.
Well, if a guy called me a bitch/hoe, I am self-confident enough in myself that I know I'm not a bitch or a hoe, so I probably just let it brush off and walk away. I find those two terms degrading, bitch and hoe, and when used towards me, I find that insulting. If my female friends called me a bitch or a hoe, I'd probably just laugh it off, because I know that they wouldn't be using that term in a serious way.
If my female friend called me a bitch and they were only kidding, I wouldn't really do anything about it, but if they're being serious, I'd talk to them about it.
If my female friend calls me a bitch, I probably wouldn't mind. Unless she was being serious or mad at me, then I'd probably be a little upset.